In the heart of Yosemite Valley, where towering granite cliffs kissed the sky and ancient sequoias stood like gentle giants, there lived a curious little bear named Poppy. Poppy was no ordinary bear cub. She had a coat the color of warm honey and eyes that sparkled like dew-kissed leaves in the morning sun. But what made her truly special was her insatiable curiosity. Every morning, as the sun painted the valley in hues of gold and pink, Poppy would climb to her favorite perch, a sturdy boulder overlooking the Merced River. From there, she could see the whole valley, from the misty waterfalls to the meadow's edge where deer grazed peacefully. Today, as the first rays of sunlight danced on her fur, Poppy felt a tingle of excitement. "Something magical is waiting for me today," she whispered to herself. She didn't know what it was, but the feeling was as strong as the river's current. Poppy's mother, a wise and gentle bear named Marin, was busy gathering berries nearby. "Stay close, Poppy," Marin called. "The forest holds many wonders, but it also holds secrets you may not yet understand." "I will, Mama," Poppy chirped, though her paws were already itching to explore. The mysterious map. As Poppy wandered along the riverbank, her nose twitched at a strange, earthy scent. Following it, she found herself at the base of an old oak tree. Its roots curled around a hollow, and inside, she spotted something unusual, a rolled-up piece of bark tied with a thin vine. "What's this?" Poppy wondered aloud, her heart thumping with excitement. She carefully pulled the roll from the hollow and untied the vine. When she unrolled it, she gasped. It was a map of Yosemite, but not like any map she had seen before. It shimmered faintly, as though it were alive. Tiny paw prints were marked across the map, leading to a spot deep in the forest labeled the Whispering Grove. "Whispering Grove," Poppy murmured. "I've never heard of that before." Her paws tingled. This was the magic she'd felt this morning. She had to find it. The journey into the unknown. Poppy tucked the map under her arm and set off into the forest. The towering sequoias stood like guardians, their branches forming a canopy that filtered sunlight into golden beams. Birds sang cheerful songs and squirrels darted through the underbrush, but Poppy's focus was on the map. The paw prints led her along a winding path she'd never noticed before. It took her past Mirror Lake, where the still water reflected the sky so perfectly it seemed like another world. It led her through a meadow where wildflowers bloomed in every color imaginable, and finally, it brought her to the edge of a dense thicket. Poppy hesitated. The thicket was dark and tangled, and the air felt different, hair heavier, quieter. She took a deep breath. "If the map says to go this way, then I have to be brave," she told herself. She pushed through the thicket, the branches tugging at her fur. On the other side, the forest opened up into a clearing, bathed in soft, silvery light. In the center stood a circle of ancient trees whose trunks were twisted and gnarled, as if they were whispering secrets to one another. The voices of the forest. Poppy stepped into the clearing, her paws sinking into moss so soft it felt like a cloud. Suddenly, she heard it, a faint whispering, like the rustling of leaves, but with words hidden within. "Who comes to the Whispering Grove?" the voices asked, blending together like a melody. Poppy's heart raced. "I am Poppy," she said, her voice trembling. "I found a map that led me here. Who are you?" The largest tree in the circle, its bark silvered with age, seemed to straighten. "We are the elders of the forest," it said, its voice deep and resonant. "We have watched over Yosemite for generations, guarding its secrets and its magic." "Magic?" Poppy's eyes widened. "I knew this place was special, but why did the map lead me here?" "Because you are special, little one," another tree said, its voice like the tinkling of a brook. "Your heart is pure, and your curiosity is boundless. We have chosen you to be a guardian of Yosemite." Poppy's jaw dropped. "A guardian? What does that mean?" The silver tree leaned closer, its branches creaking. "It means you will help protect this valley and its wonders. But first, you must prove yourself. Are you ready for a challenge?" Poppy squared her shoulders. "I am ready." The test of courage. The trees swayed, their leaves whispering. From their roots, a shimmering light rose, coalescing into the shape of a small bird with feathers that sparkled like starlight. "This is Luna," the silver tree said. "She is a spirit of the forest. She has lost her way. Your task is to guide her back to her nest atop Sentinel Rock. Poppy nodded, her paws trembling slightly. Luna chirped softly, her tiny body quivering with fear. Don't worry, Luna, Poppy said gently. I'll get you home. With Luna perched on her shoulder, Poppy set off. The journey to Sentinel Rock was fraught with challenges. They had to cross a rickety log bridge over a rushing stream, dodge falling rocks on a narrow mountain path, and navigate a dark cave filled with glowing crystals that cast eerie shadows. Each time fear threatened to overwhelm her, Poppy remembered the words of the elders. Your heart is pure, and your curiosity is boundless. She used her wits to solve problems and her kindness to reassure Luna. Finally, as the sun dipped below the horizon, they reached the peak of Sentinel Rock. A nest woven from golden twigs sat nestled against the stone. Luna chirped joyfully and flitted into the nest, her feathers glowing brighter than ever. A guardian is born. As Poppy watched Luna settle in, a soft light surrounded her. The spirit of the forest hovered in the air, its form shifting into a shimmering orb. Thank you, Poppy, Luna's voice echoed. You have shown courage, kindness, and determination. The forest is safe in your paws. The orb floated down to Poppy, merging with her chest. For a moment, she felt a warmth unlike anything she'd ever known. When the light faded, she noticed a small, glowing mark on her paw, the symbol of the Guardians. As she made her way back to the Whispering Grove, the elders greeted her with swaying branches and soft whispers of approval. You have passed the test, Poppy, the silver tree said. From this day forward, you are a guardian of Yosemite. There will be more challenges ahead, but you will not face them alone. The forest will guide you, and your heart will lead the way. Poppy beamed with pride. She felt a new connection to the valley she called home, as though its rivers, cliffs, and trees were now a part of her. A new beginning. As Poppy returned to her perch by the river, the stars began to twinkle in the sky. She looked out over the valley, her heart swelling with wonder. This is just the beginning, she said softly, clutching the map that had started it all. She didn't know what other adventures awaited her, but she knew one thing for certain. Yosemite was full of magic, and she was ready to discover it all. And so, under the watchful eyes of the stars and the gentle whispers of the forest, Poppy's journey as a guardian began. To be continued.